No, sir. Oh dear. This serious? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, sir. This serious? Oh dear. You chat too much. You chat too much. I lie. I lie. No, sir. No, sir. Oh dear. Oh dear. This serious? We are say. Are you kidding me? You chat too much. I lie. Don't mix me. Don't mix me. No, sir. Oh dear. This serious? This serious? We are say. Are you kidding me? You chat too much. I lie. I lie. Hello, everybody.
Hey guys.
Wow. Good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome to the best show on a Sunday evening. Chill and Spill. What? It's Chill and Spill time. What is going on? I am your host, Nubian. To my right is my co-host, Zuz.
Hey y'all.
Well. I think it's a belated happy Easter.
Yes.
We didn't have a show last week because it was Easter, obviously.
Yes.
And we all have to celebrate the festive times. Good Friday and all these things. I mean, it wasn't Good Friday everywhere in the world. But in the UK, it was a Good Friday and Easter Sunday. So we didn't have a show last week. But we are here tonight with a great topic and a great show. Come on now.
Come on
Every
now.
Sunday we have a great show. Yeah, I don't care what you said. What did you say?
know what? Yeah, for 1 second, I thought she was talking to me. I was just like, did I say something? I don't remember saying anything, actually.
Oh, my God. Yes, so how is everybody doing? I would like to get some feedback, please, before we get into the great show that we have in store. I would love for everybody to like, share, follow, and subscribe to the channel.
Yep.
The most important one to me is the sharing and subscribing. Yeah? Please. Yeah. Come on now. And for those that do it every week, we're grateful. Yeah?
Big up yourselves.
I know the people there must be fed up of you lot sharing our show, but you have to share it. This is what it is. In order for us to hit the whole globe, yeah, worldwide, yeah, you have to share the show.
You got to share the show.
Come on now. This is not the time to be selfish. Zuz, stop looking at the one fly.
No, because guys, you know, hey, you lot know how I am
in
about
the UK right
flies
now.
and mosquitoes, and I don't have time. Okay.
All right. Let me give you a little heads up. We are in the studio, right? The weather is not cold. It's quite warm. It's quite warm for hang on a minute. Something ain't right. Sorry, before we start the show, we always have to make sure all platforms are logged in,
Up
locked
and
on.
running.
Come on. And for some strange reason, this one isn't doing anything. Okay. So
Let's
in the
reload
UK
that
right
one.
now, it's a nice temperature right now. I'm not gonna lie. For the time of year, we can't complain. If you complain, you're just blasted miserable. I'm sorry. But the weather's not too bad. So that brings out all the little bugs.
The window is open.
Yeah. So Zuz has a phobia of...
Hey, I don't have a phobia, okay? Let's just clear that up. I don't have a phobia.
Oh, what is it then?
I am allergic
Okay.
to mosquito bites, and I just don't have time today, okay? With the swell up, and the itching, and I just don't have time. So give me a second there.
But the thing is, what's flying around is not mosquitoes, not all of them. Okay? So this is what she's faffing about.
You don't know. You don't know.
And we sprayed the studio before the show to make sure.
You don't know what it is, Nubian. We just know it's flying. Okay? And I just can't take the risk. I cannot. But yes, big up yourselves each and every time. Don't
Are you
worry about
relaxed
what.
now?
I'm relaxed. The window's closed. I'm relaxed.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm back. I'm back like I never left.
Just checking all the platforms and making sure everything's up and running everywhere, because nobody can be left out. We don't do left out around here.
We don't do left out.
So
How can we?
Is everything A-okay? Good. So we are back. Welcome everybody.
Welcome.
Big up all the platforms. Our 2 Facebooks, Beagle, Mixcloud, YouTube. Is that it? Kick. And last but not least, GMPC Live Radio. Big up Father Mango, yeah, for blessing the station today. Okay, big up yourself. Big up General for yesterday and all the DJs them that played throughout the week. Sir Benson, big up yourself each and every time.
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone's thinking, where is Benson? Where is Sir Ben-? Don't worry, it's pending. Everything's pending. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't watch that. Him dead. Yeah. So big up Love Doctor, Mr. Jackie,
DJ
Jackie. Big up Mark, Rooster, Abraham, Chamouch, Ecstatic, World Love,
General.
just a General,
Okay.
General,
I said it again.
Father Mango, and obviously DJ Sean. Big up yourself each and every time, because you guys are blessing up the radio station.
Don't forget that we have a live call in
the studio. Come on now. I mean, what podcast has a live call-in studio?
Okay.
Everything's pre-recorded.
Okay.
This is live.
This is live.
Well, as you can see, it's live because you had Zuz faffing about earlier on, so you know it's live.
I can't deal, please.
If it was edited, you wouldn't have that. That would be edited out.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me, okay?
It's all well.
Take me for who I am.
It's all well?
All is well. Look at me still looking around,
I
you know.
know. Looking like a meerkat.
All is well. All is well.
Oh my gosh. Big up everybody that is watching right now. Big up Barbara. Welcome aboard. Faye, welcome aboard. Welcome to Chill and Spill. Big up all the new listeners. Yeah. If this is your first time watching, oh dear. If this is your first time watching, this is
Sorry, ignore me.
Chill and Spill. This is a place where you can release everything that's on your chest. Don't hold back. We don't hold back here. Yeah, we talk the things. Okay?
Talk up the
There's
things,
no
man.
sweeping under the carpet around here. Right?
Okay.
Yes, we talk about things people don't want to talk about. It has to be addressed.
It has to be.
Yeah, because what is life if you can't express yourself? What's the point of living
Exactly.
if you can't express yourself?
It.
Whether you like it or not. I'm telling you. Okay. Right. Without further ado, I wonder what. Oh, welcome aboard, Re83.
Re-83, where have you been? Don't upset me.
Re83. Good evening.
Yes, we did. We missed you.
Yes, we have definitely missed you, and we miss all our viewers. We love each and every one of you endlessly. You know that already. The lovers and the haters.
We know we got them, boy. Oh, God. Oh, anyway, Nubian. Do your intro, Nubian.
No, I had to sit for that one. Seriously. I had to take a little swallow.
Oh, dear.
Oh, stop it. Are you being disgusted? Stop it right now.
I'm not discussing at
Oh,
all.
is it me?
It's you.
Oh, whatever, man. What is the hot topic tonight? Wow. Just about got it out.
That was from the gut.
Yeah, I was about to cough. And I was like, oh, don't do that.
Look at me, still boxing away the flies. Anyway.
The hot topic tonight is old school women versus the new school women. I think we need an oh dear.
No, sir. Oh dear.
Yes, please. Do it again.
This serious. This serious. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Wow. Like, where do we even start with
Where
this?
do we begin? Old school
Wow.
women versus new school women. I mean,
Big up yourself, Migs. This is for Migs' topic.
yeah, big up yourself.
big
Migs.
up yourself, Migs. And like I said, if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, you can just message the number. We didn't say the number, did we? The live studio number is 07903 129,
265.
and that's 07903 129,
265
and you can reach us via WhatsApp.
as well.
Okay,
So feel
WhatsApp
free.
call, please.
This is a judgmental free space.
Oh yeah,
It's a safe space.
come on now. This is where you can just release yourself, man, and don't feel no way about nothing. We don't judge nobody. We do have opinions, and that is the whole point of life.
Yeah, so this old school versus new school, like, for real though, where do we begin? I mean, this topic did come from Migs, and I feel like he was saying a few things, like the women back in the day, it was just a little bit less. They just wanted you for you, basically.
Yeah.
They wasn't necessarily thinking, do you know what, yeah? There wasn't like these new school women
Yeah.
where it's like, are you earning six figures? Are
Yep.
you an entrepreneur?
Yep.
Do you at least have your own business?
Yep.
Like, you know, how much money you're making.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the moolah. Moolah is money.
All about the money.
It's all about the money. And it's a bit, I don't know. What kind of woman do you think you are, Nubian?
I'm definitely in the old school section.
Okay, because that's where I'm at.
I'm old school. I'm sorry.
old school.
People say
The loss of a
you
dying
need to-
breed.
You need capitals, you know. You need to move with the times. If that's the case, just leave me where I'm at. No, seriously, if I need to move with the times, just leave me. All right, I know to move with the times with the AI, you know, there's certain things that you can't really ignore. You have to move with the times with it. All right, cool. But in terms of my way of thinking, leave me where I'm at then. I'll stay by myself if it's that deep. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If there's no, like back in the day, the woman is the rally round. She rallies around the man, rallies around the house, sorts out the children. This is what she does. And she's quite happy with to do that. If there's problems in the relationship, it gets sorted. Yeah? You have your little back and forth. Sometimes they might not even do that. They might even say, you know, they may find out the man's cheated and be like, okay, don't do that again. And that's where it ends.
No, sir.
You said you're old school.
To an extent. Because that little cheating part there, no.
Oh dear. This serious.
Well, that is how the old school people then think.
Well, then
Do you understand? And this is why. Because the thing is, do you think that the old school people them are going to tell you about the cheating part?
no,
They're
obviously
going to
not.
say, we've had our ups and downs. That's what they're going to say.
Listen.
We've had our ups and downs, and that's where it stops. They're not going to be telling you, oh, he did this, he did, or she did that. Actually, it's hardly ever she did that. Back in the day.
Oh, yeah, because you
Because the
just
woman just
know-
stays in the yard.
Okay, and just know that if she did that, there would be no relationship. Okay?
Well,
There would be no marriage.
that's what I'm saying. So the woman, she kind of just knew her place as a woman. You understand? You know, there's a lot of women out there. We've hit this before on some of our shows, yeah, where you just feel like you're the man. All this masculine business.
Masculine energy.
It's just too much,
Yes.
man. Just settle down.
I do feel like at times
You know.
there are a lot of women that's got a lot of masculine
I'm not
energy.
saying take the mick out of me, you know, and I'm not a carpet to walk over me. Oh, you know what? I actually can do what I want because it's
Nubian ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
Nubian, she ain't gonna do nothing. What she's gonna do is not cook for me today.
Yeah, no, that's no. We're not doing that.
Something like that. But I doubt that either, to be fair, because everybody need to eat. You know what I mean? So I'm old school.
I mean,
Yeah, and if I see, I'm old school, and because of how, you know, life is moving and how the world's moving, and everyone needs to move with the times. If I see certain things, I'm just gonna
what? Not mention it? Not. What do you mean? See certain things?
or just if red flags.
Oh, okay. Red flags.
Yeah, if there's red flags,
You're keeping it moving.
I'll just know where the red flags are.
Also, you're not keeping it moving. You're saying, come in, red flags. Calling all
I'm not calling
red,
the red
flags.
But I'm not saying that I don't. I see them. Yeah, but okay.
No, I think I'm old school in terms of like the nurturing vibe. Yes. I don't necessarily, don't get me wrong, you know, obviously women want man with money, but it's not like, oh, he has to be earning 6 figures or whatever. He just has to be earning in a sense where he's ambitious. So he's got his dreams and his goals and he wants to reach those dreams and those goals. That's what I would want. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily saying, oh, you don't earn 6 figures, so me and you can't even talk. We can't even go on a date because you're not even an entrepreneur. No.
Faith says, I like the balance. I like the balance. Man can cook and do the housework and the shopping. Nothing wrong. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with it, you know. If the man wants to be the man, I'm quite happy. If you want to, you know, go shopping, that's fine. I don't mind you going shopping. If you want to cook, I don't mind that either. Because sometimes
when a man cooks
the
for
man's
me.
cooking tastes better than your own. So I don't mind those things, innit?
I don't know
But
about
my
that.
mentality, I don't feel like you have to argue about every little thing. And that's another thing with the new generation or the new way of thinking for women. You know, every little thing you're going to pick up for argument. Do you get me?
I just don't think that the new school women, they're not looking at who the person is when they're going into that kind of relationship. They're just, again, thinking a lot about the material things. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what can you do for me? Not, rather than what can we do together or what can we build together. And I feel like a lot of the roles have been reversed anyway. Like, there's a lot of women earning a hell of a lot of money and the men are at home doing their thing. And again, there's nothing wrong with that either. I feel like I agree with Faye. I'm like a bit of both. I'm a bit old school and a bit new school. I'm old school in the sense that I like to nurture my man and look after my man. I like to look after the house as well. And if he wants to, every now and again, you know, join me in doing that, you know, looking after the things in the house, cool. Great.
Some people might feel like the old school way of thinking is a bit controlling as a woman. Do you know what I mean?
Controlling, really?
No, but the thing is, because of the new way of thinking, if you've got an old school person, old school thinking person and a new school thinking person and they're together, they might feel like the old school person is a bit controlling. Oh, why don't you let me cook sometimes? Or why don't you let me, you know, take over, you know, a little bit? Why is it always you to do it? Do you understand?
So you think the old school person, okay.
Yeah.
That's
because,
interesting.
Yeah, because the way that the old school person thinks, they've got their own way of thinking and how to do things. You know, I watched this program and the lady, she's old school. In 2025, she is old school and she's quite young too. She's old school. She likes to rally around the man. She likes to do nurture and all of these things. But then the man that she met, he's pretty independent. He's got his own everything. So he don't mind washing the dishes. He don't mind cooking for himself. He don't mind doing things in the house. Do you know what I mean? And she didn't like that.
So she felt like she wanted someone.
And he was older than her.
She wants someone to rely on her in that aspect.
Yeah.
Of things in that section, like
exactly.
Let me take care of the home, babe. You just go out and make the money, and not necessarily saying I need your money, but I just want to take care of the home because that's what I believe my role is as a woman.
Yeah, because what I've noticed these days is, you know, the men don't mind staying at home if the woman is bringing in the money. That's number one. But then, how does the man feel about that?
I don't know. We're gonna have to ask the man then, because
how does the man feel about that?
I don't know how certain man would feel about that. I know a lot of men that they don't mind. I know that there's a lot of men that do mind. It just depends on the individual. It depends on the individual and what they want. Do you get what I'm saying? But like I said, I feel like I'm a bit of both. I feel like, yes, I like to nurture my man and say, oh, you know, I cooked that good food. His belly's full. I like when my man eats. And do you get what I'm saying? I've done what I've had to do. At the same time, I'll go and get my money. Do you get what I mean? I don't necessarily have to rely on his money. I would like him to also make money. Yes. I'm not saying I want no broke man. No. But like someone that's got ambition, and not just ambition, but it's actually putting it into action. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because this is where the unbalancedness comes now. Because if the woman is the one bringing in the money all the time, the new way of how women are, there's going to be an issue in the house at some point. You understand? Oh, you know, you're the one bringing in the money. You know, I don't feel like a man. You know, you're the man and the woman. Where do I fit in your world?
But this is what I feel like.
Where is the balance? Where can the balance?
There is no. I feel like there's no balance like how it was back in the day. This new school way, it's just like a lot of women are just saying, "This is what I want." If you can't step up to that, then allow me. But I don't think what the women are realizing is that we're having less babies out here. But like
Yeah.
literally, like
No one's not having no more
everyone
children.
needs to strip it right back because
yeah.
women are having less children. There are less schools being built, and there are more prisons being built. Like that is crazy.
That is the reality.
That is our reality. So what is going wrong? Do you get what I'm saying? Because as a human race, okay, human, because that's what we are on Earth.
Welcome
yeah?
aboard, Caprine. Welcome aboard.
Hi, Capri. Welcome aboard. As a human race, we are humans. Our main purpose is to reproduce, right? So they say. Our main purpose is to reproduce. Forget about the money or any of that, because there are people still living in third world countries that's never seen a TV before. They don't have
some people
internet.
say there's no third world.
Fourth world, whatever you want to call it. The way that they live then is they don't have any internet. They're off grid. Okay, they don't have any internet. They don't have any television. Everything is, whatever they're doing is powered by nature. The sun, night, day, like it's just powered by nature. And what they do in their own communities is reproduce. And they continue to reproduce.
That's what I'm saying.
And some of them are happier than we are.
With the old school women, that's another thing. They'll just be having children. Do you know what I mean? Large families.
Yes, large
Back
families
in the day,
happily having children. Happily, because I tell you something, that woman there, that's a part of that community, whether it's the one man that's got a few wives, or they're all there's a few men, there's a few women, and they're all procreating together, they are happy. They are not stressed like how we are stressed.
Yep.
They're just not. They don't wake up with anxiety. They don't.
They were quite happy. You know, back in the day when you say, "Oh, how much siblings you got?" Yeah, I got 8 or 10 from the same parents. You know,
or 11,
or even 11,
15.
Yeah, all from the same parents.
People are saying, "How many siblings you got?" I only got one sister, or one brother.
There's birth control now. Like back in the day, there wasn't, no such thing as birth control or anything like that.
But why is that though? This is what I'm trying to say. This whole new woman thing.
So I feel like, I'm sorry to cut users, but I feel like back in the day was to build population. That's why.
Yes. Yeah.
They use that to build a population, and now they're trying to restrict the population with all of the, you can terminate when you want, take the pill. There's so much ways to morning after pill. Yeah, there's so much ways that you can just stop.
Prevent pregnancy.
To prevent pregnancy. It's whatever, man.
Sorry.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Sorry, have we lost the trail of thought?
Yes, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter, because it's still going off of what we were saying anyway. Like, why is this? I've got it back now. Why is this happening? And you're saying it's down to population decrease. Like, I don't know. Is it the government doing this? Is it society? Is this what? Are we being brainwashed with these things? Like, are we looking subconsciously? Like, it's clearly not in our face, but subconsciously, are we being brainwashed to like not have children? Like, back in the day, you would have children quite young, and scientifically, they say that it's better to have children when you're younger, because you have your body can recover quicker. There's less complications and all these things. As women, when you have a child, when you're 30 and above, they're calling you a geriatric mother. Proper geriatric. Yeah, geriatric. I mean, it's like the cheek of it. Actually, do you get what I'm saying?
Some people can't. Some people can't have children until they're older. They try everything.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen until they're older. And for them to call them geriatric mums, it's ridiculous.
I just want to know, why are we not having kids as much, and why is it because of the new school women? Is it because of that? Is it because the new school women can't find no man?
Or is it just selfishness?
That too. I think there's a lot of selfishness.
It's I don't care how much times I say it on the show. Yeah. A lot of people are selfish in more ways than one. Yes, you have to be selfish to a point, obviously you have to protect yourself, you have to protect your energy and all these things from certain people and stuff. But when it comes to sacrificing a few years of your life, all right, when you have a child, it's forever. Let's get that right.
Yes, it is.
When you have a child, that's forever, and that's what people are thinking to themselves. You know what? Actually, I want to have the biggest house, the car, travel the world, and that can't be done with a whole heap of children.
Yeah, but people
no
do
thanks.
that all the time and are
Yes,
still not happy. People do that all the time. People travel the world, they've got money, and those are the ones that are still waking up with anxiety. They're still like depressed and going through it.
I don't know what happened to building with your partner. Just like Faye says the new women now don't want the man if he has nothing to offer. Back in the days, women would choose that man and build him up until what she wants him to be.
Yes. See,
Come on now, Faye.
See, that's the thing, yeah. I agree. I feel like I'm in a point in my life
Oh dear.
where I agree with Faye to an extent, because sometimes, yeah, you can build the man that you're with, build him up and whatever, and where you at though? Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
You build him up to
you
that
build
point.
him up, you build him up, and the thing is,
And then he'd
it
be
can't
like,
be
"Actually, I
reciprocated.
don't want you."
It's not even that I don't want you. It's just that it can't be reciprocated. It's like when there's a time where like I might be in need or the woman might be in need, you can't be the rock that she needs. No. The bus runs both ways, and I'm not saying equally. I'm not on this like 50-50 thing. I'm not saying that, but sometimes I'm gonna give 80 and sometimes you have to give 20. Sometimes you're gonna give 70 and I can only give 30. It's a balance. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a bit of, it's not just straight down the middle all the time, just straight down the middle, every situation. So yeah, you can build up the man and you can keep pouring and pouring and pouring into that person's cup, but the person needs to pour into your cup too. Like, my well is dry. Okay? My cup is dry. Like, literally, like, I am so grateful for the one little drip that he gave me because I'm so thirsty. Do you get what I'm saying? Nah, man. Chop. It's got me vexed just now.
Calm down, donkey.
Oh, all right. Welcome aboard, Michelle.
Welcome aboard, Michelle. How you doing?
Hi, Michelle.
How you doing? Long time.
Michelle says the women nowadays do not have the same morals and values like before. Everything is material based. Exactly, and this is what I was saying. Everything is material based. It's what you have.
Yeah.
You know.
What can you give me?
What can you give me? Like the tangible things that you can actually touch. But
Vanity.
But to me, the main thing is that, or the main thing that people are forgetting is the things that are free. Okay.
You can't buy.
Love, support, guidance,
exactly,
advice. All these things that are free, they're forgetting about that.
They are.
They're forgetting about that.
It's scary.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And is it also down? Do the men have something to do with it? Why the women are like that? I'm not passing any blame or nothing, because I can hear a little bird called Benson in my ears. Even though, you know, he's not on the show, I know that he will be like, "Don't talk for man." You mustn't talk for man, Zuz.
Use a man.
Do you get what I mean? So I don't know, but like, what has changed? Is it? I don't think we can just put it down to social media and whatever. Why has the women's role changed so much so that I feel like society is making it seem like a woman can just do what, like, she don't need a man. Whereas before, she needed a man.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? She needed a man before. You needed a man and a woman to procreate and do what you need to and build together.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you don't even need your man. You can do everything you want to do and be happy without the man. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But not fully. You know, maybe for a period of time in your life, you know, you just feel like you don't want to be in a relationship, you're taking yourself back. Cool. But forever? Nah, man.
No, sir.
Welcome aboard, General. Welcome aboard.
Hi, General.
What's your opinion, General? Old school versus new school woman. You know what I mean? I'm sure you must see the difference clearly. The difference between the old school woman's mindset and the new school woman. Come on now.
The new school women don't business if you buck your toe, yeah? If you buck your toe and you're broke up or you're sick, don't feel like they're going to be making you soup to make you feel better, okay?
Yep.
They don't business. They're going to be like, well, just pop 2 paracetamols, babe, and go to work.
Gosh. Well, Faye says, yes, that would happen a lot of time. Women will build up their men, then he will be out there looking for other women.
No, sir. This serious. This serious. This serious.
That is so true.
Wow.
Now, please, come on. Sometimes there are certain women out there that feel like they've built up their man for the next woman. For the next woman,
For
you know?
real, for real.
That must bun you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you've put all this hard work in, and now everything that you wanted this man to be and that you've supported him and encouraged him to be, he's now doing that
Is this
freely.
That's what I'm saying. Is this why we have this new school women mindset now? Because of that.
Maybe.
Is women tired of building up the man for another?
I'm not going to lie, I want him built already. I'm tired.
Do you know what I mean? Is this what the problem is, that, you know, women are tired of doing that? You know, building up the man, supporting the man 150%, only for him to turn around and tell you, yeah, it ain't really working out because he's got the next woman lined up.
No, but do you know what? Yeah, I don't even want to be biased because I feel like there's men out there that do that for women.
Yeah, they
there's
build up the
men
woman.
out there that will teach the woman how to be a woman. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but let me land.
Yeah, but I feel like that comes without having a father figure, probably.
Right. So, you know, if that man has been brought up by a good woman, so he kind of has an idea of what a woman should be doing and how a woman should treat the man, and he's taught his woman that, and then all of a sudden the woman's feeling like, yay, she's that her can make patty, yeah. And now she's moving on to some new man, like, yeah, like, I got it down now, I don't even need you, babe. Man are going through that too. There's men out there that's also filling up bare woman's cup. The treacherous ones as well.
Exactly.
And that's what gets on my nerves.
Zuz, I was just about to say that. Why is it the woman that don't treat the man nice, that speak to them away, they're always winning?
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
They don't have no respect for the man, you know. None. And the man they've got the woman on a pedestal.
And the man is still running them down, baby.
I don't understand it.
Why you treat me
Can
like
somebody make it make sense? You're getting put down. Like, you are not. They don't look up to you.
Do you
understand?
Do you think men
they don't
find
look
that
up
as a
to
challenge?
you? Yeah, they don't look up to you. They don't rate you. They don't rate you. Yeah, they don't believe in anything that you do. Yeah, they don't back you in nothing. But yet, the man is still there, solid.
Yep.
Right beside them.
Tie up round her like shoelace.
I want somebody to help me here.
No,
Make
sir.
it make sense to me, because I'm confused.
Do you think that they find
They
it as
say
a
the
challenge?
humblest calf drinks the most milk.
So them say.
But do they?
I feel like we got to be rough and ready because that's clearly what the man them
No, but
want.
do they drink the most milk or the least? Because it don't make no sense. I find that a lot, you know. When you speak to people, you know, and the men tell you how some of the women treat them, they're like, yeah. That's what she says. Or, yeah. But why are you still there, brother? Why are you putting up with this?
I can't again, the man them have to come in and answer these questions because I don't know what's going on. Welcome aboard, Paul.
Welcome aboard, Paul. No, Paul. We have to get you in the show one of these days, you know, because I tell you something, you definitely are instrumental within the show as a man. What's Paul saying?
Paul says, I think society has changed. Changed. The women are going out and making the money, and the men are staying at home, which is why things have changed. Before, it was the man staying at home. It was the man going out to work and taking care of the finances, and the women being at home. But now the roles are reversed. Things have completely changed, and the new school women are not treating the new school women are not treating the men how they did back in the day.
Oh, wow. You see? That's from a man, you know. Even General's got something to say. General says the old school woman has their head on their body and has a plan. What was that?
Has a plan to reach a goal.
A goal in life, yeah.
The new school women want
what they want.
Like they are fire truck, and doesn't really have a plan in life to be better. Just for the record, not all women are like that.
Yeah.
He also says science again, lol. They get catch, lol, by the bad woman.
That's the men, innit? The men that like the
the
rough treatment.
The rough treatment. But to me, I don't understand.
And some women love it too, from the man. Some women love it as well. The rough and ready treatment. Do you know what I mean?
I'm a flower, okay? Don't be treating me no rough and ready.
No, sir. No,
I'm just letting you, I am a flower petal, yeah? Hold me and carry me like this, yeah? And then place me down softly. Water me and all these things, okay? Don't be treating me rough and ready. Like,
welcome aboard, Rooster.
Hi, Rooster.
Welcome aboard. Greetings, family. Yes, man. Big up yourself each and every time. What's your opinion, Rooster? Because you're a man. Yeah? Old school versus new school women. What is your opinion on that? Because you know what? I don't know. You got the old school women. You got some old school women, you know, that's got the new school traits. Let's be like users.
Oh dear. She's coming for me, you know. Cutthroat. I see you, Nibi. It's all right.
No. But the thing is, you've said what you want. You know what part of the old school that you are, and the part of the new school that you are. But some people, they take some of the old school or none of the old school and just sticking with the new school. That's the thing. If you're olders and you're with an older woman and she's going by the new school way of thinking, how does that work? Rooster says old school.
Why old school?
He prefers the old school way of thinking.
Why old school?
Yes, because
what is it about the new school? Now, I'm not team new school, you know. I'm team old school, but I'm saying, like, what is it about the old school that is better than the new school type of woman? We're waiting. Seriously though, what is it a big difference? I feel like it's a big difference, but
it's
at the end of the
huge.
day, like, I'm not a man, like Benson tweet like Benson always says, isn't it? So I don't know,
huge.
like,
It's a
do the
huge
man then
difference.
feel a bit more pressure when it comes to dating? Do they feel like they can't date certain women? Is there a bracket? Because I feel like back in the day, maybe, like, if they liked a woman, no matter
They'll
what
court- they'll court that woman.
court that woman, no matter what she looked like, no matter what she was earning, or if she wasn't earning, they would go and court the woman. They would talk to the woman, chirp up the woman, and all these things.
I love it, Rooster.
But nowadays, I feel like, do you think that men are a little bit cautious with the type of women that they go for? They might see a woman and go, ooh, she looks good, boy, but she looks like she got money. And right now, you know, my financial circumstances, I don't feel like I can. And I feel like men shouldn't even think like that.
No.
You should just go for it, because the same woman that you're saying, oh my god, she looks like she's got money, and she look like it looks
Out
like
of my
I
league.
need a 6-figure salary to even chat to her. She just wants the normal man.
Basic
That's
life.
The basic life.
Yeah, don't judge. A lot of people are judge and stereotypical. That's what I do know. They'll look at you and think to themselves, you know what, that person's out of my league. I'm not ever going to try. You don't know this.
Miggs says, some men don't have no self-esteem. And with this modern women, they might think they won't find a next. With modern women, when we get older, we won't hear we've been married 40 years. People not getting married. And if so, as soon as hardship, one party runs instead of fighting.
Yeah.
Pursuing modern women these days is 100K minimum. So he's saying that if you want to pursue a woman, you got to have 100K minimum.
Wow. Welcome aboard, David. Welcome aboard. Welcome. We've got a new viewer.
Hi, David.
Welcome aboard. He says old school. Right?
Straight.
Rusa says new school can't cook and clean.
Oh, God. See?
But the thing is, with the old school as well, could you hold a decent conversation with the old school woman as well?
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like you could. But some people, remember, back in the day, you got some really submissive women that only speak when spoken to by the man.
So that's ridiculous.
No, it's true, those. Because remember, the old school woman, it's not far away from the slavery times, yes, a massa. It's not it's not far from that.
No, sir. No, sir. Oh dear, this serious. We are say. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No, sir.
It's not far from them times. The massa. Yeah?
Yes, a massa.
Yes, a massa.
No.
It's not far from them times. So, they automatically have this mentality like, this is the man of the house. He's the ruler. He is the head. Whatever he says goes. You only speak when spoken to. And, because we have to think about how far back we're going with the old school. Because some women literally ain't speaking until the man speaks to them.
See, that's why it needs to be a balance. It needs to be a mix of the old
Open
school
your
and
mouth,
the new
woman.
school. Do you get what I'm saying?
You got some women that are submissive and they're quite quiet. Some people are quiet natured. Not everyone's loud and, opinionated and, the character. Some people are actually just chill and they're all this noise is too much for them. So they much prefer just to speak when spoken to. Yeah.
No, sir.
It's the truth.
No, sir.
Back in the day, it's the truth, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I am not that way inclined. Just saying. Like, no. Obviously, to me, it's all about respect. I can have an opinion. You need to kind of know when to say your opinion, when's the right time to speak. All these things. It's about understanding your partner. Do you get what I'm saying? I am a bit of the old school, new school. Like I said, I like to nurture my man. I like to make sure that he's looked after. I like the fact that I've cooked and he likes my cooking, and his belly is full and the house is clean.
Like Faith says,
stuff.
New school women don't have much patience, in my opinion. Not all, but most of them. They are very petty as well. Every little thing is a problem. This is what I'm saying. They don't mind an argument.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
They
I'm
love
not an
that.
argument thing.
A little argument. Some people like to argue just to make up. It's the truth.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Some people like to argue just for the make-up part.
But that means that woman is not deep. That means that you don't actually have a deep
very
connection with that woman. If you can't speak about your issues and you can't hash it out, if she feels like she's got to create an argument to create a good memory, what is that? How does that make sense? So I'm gonna now argue with you so I can have a great memory of you. That makes no sense.
Well, they
to
do
me.
say don't go to bed with an argument.
No, they do say they don't go to bed in an argument, but I'm saying
the people listen. I feel like that saying's gone out the window. I don't business.
100%.
That saying there has gone out the window. Yeah, it's flying out there with the butterflies. Yeah.
Oh dear.
About don't go to bed. What? These new school women don't chat to me. Actually, don't sleep in this bed. You need to sleep in the front room.
See,
oh
that's,
yeah.
that is crazy.
Oh yeah, this is it.
We can't go to bed angry. Okay.
Well,
and I don't care.
This is what the new school. This is what people say. Move with the times. This is what moving with the times is. You understand? Rock solid head people.
No,
I can't be dealing with it. I can't.
That's a bit too much for me.
No, but it's true.
You must praise him daily.
Some people love all of that.
Praise him daily. Yeah, you must go bed in a peaceful Rastafari.
Why are you so happy?
Praise him.
You know what I mean?
Pray out together before bed.
Why are you so happy? It's like, hang on a minute, wait.
What? No.
I'm not supposed to be happy. What?
No, that's too much. That's too much for me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, like, the man can be the head. Yes, the man should be the head, but I'm the neck. What do you mean? What a part
I'm not the
of
head,
one.
but I'm part of you.
I'm the neck.
I'm definitely the neck.
I'm guiding you. I'm guiding you guys. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm helping you to look up, left, right, down.
I feel like some people may feel like, you know, they're old school with a little bit of new school, but find it very hard, like we said before, to find that balance, because sometimes some women forget that they're talking to a man, the man, a certain way. You just, I mean, we're human beings at the end of the day.
Yes.
You forget that you're talking to the man a certain way. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my
especially
gosh,
when you've got, especially if you've got a better job than the man, you're earning more than the man. Do you know what I mean?
The attitude
you just can't
is
help. Some people can't help themselves, and it just comes out. Do you know what I mean? Without even realizing it, and the man might just hold it in his chest, and then this is when deep arguments happen. Because when you hold things and you store stuff, you see when that argument happens, there's like a long list.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's I'm not about that life. Them things can cause sickness, holding it in and all these things, and talking to your man a certain way. He is a man. You must have some respect.
Well, David says new school have man head. Both are wear the trousers. Both is. It's true. This is what I'm saying.
God.
Everybody wants to wear the trousers. Make it make sense. Yeah. When you look in the mirror, everyone looks like a woman. The lashes, the hair, the dressing. You look like a woman. You look in the mirror, but yet you want to behave like a man.
No, see, that's no. I can't even talk. Blep, 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 blep. It's too much.
Yeah, it's true.
It's too much. I want to be feminine. I don't want to have
this
the
tick for
masculine.
tat.
Yeah.
This tick for tat game. Oh, you done this, so I'm gonna do that. What? What do you mean?
Oh, and because you did that last week. Yeah, because you did that last week. That's why I didn't make you no dinner today. So that's why you got cabbage for dinner and you ain't got no dinner. Yeah? And then
The
saying
tit for tat.
brazy with chest.
The tit for tat. That right there, that is a relationship killer. But you can't be in a relationship when you're living off the tit for tat business.
You're all labeling stuff in the fridge. Don't get me mad. Seriously. Like, don't be labeling nothing in the fridge.
Ridiculous.
This is mine and this is yours. And it's just this, it's like you're together but you're separated.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? There's no togetherness. There's no building anymore. And I feel like the old school women want to build. They want to continue to build so you can thrive together.
That's it.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's
it's
it.
like you're not thriving together with these new school women because, like Nubian said, any type of argument, it's like, you know what? That's it. Get out.
Well, David says man and woman are kick football too. For the women are they're kicking football too now.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, yeah, I get it. This is why I feel like there's definitely an imbalance, because back in the day, women weren't kicking no football.
Don't get me wrong, I love football, you know.
I'm not
but
saying that they shouldn't quit the football, you
but
know.
I get what
but
David's
this is
saying.
where the masculine energy will come from.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
These are the things. These are the sports. It's deep. Actually, David, this is a deep one. Because I didn't even think of it like that as well. The sports.
Yeah.
You know, doing certain sports will enlighten
Or
heighten masculine energy. Okay, happy juice?
Clink, clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
It's true. I don't know. There's so much different angles where you can come at this with this whole masculine energy thing, the old school, new school, and I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's because, again, what Nubian was saying earlier about this whole depopulation thing, like they don't want the world to be populated as much as too much people. But I just believe that the world is the world.
What
and God made it.
I got a video. Faye says, I think these days women don't want to be women anymore. They want to do everything that men can do. Yes. I read that wrong before. I had to read it out because I thought you said the opposite. Yeah. That is it.
100%. Migs says, can you be single for too long? Question mark. For women, I think yes. And with modern women making their own, being their own boss, have they forgotten how to be in relationships? Yes.
This serious.
Yes.
This serious.
Yes.
That's like where is the hammer and the nail?
No, for real.
Bing. Seriously.
It's not even a joke.
It's not even a joke.
Some people have been alone for so long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some people, they actually put a wall up. When they are in a relationship, after a long period of time, they still got a wall up for the feelings.
Do you think that we need to put on some classes, Nubians, for the women on how to be in relationships? Just a safe space for women that may be struggling on how to be because it's true. I feel like there's a lot of women out there that haven't, because they've gone through so much trauma, possibly,
issues.
And there's so much
confidence. A lot of women haven't got the confidence, you know, or wear the mask.
Yes.
A lot of people mask.
Yes.
And pretend that they've got the confidence. And in these times, they don't have any.
And they don't know how to be in relationships. I think that's so true what Mick said.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women that don't know how to be in a relationship, or they probably never seen a good relationship to begin with, to even know how to kind of navigate a relationship.
Yeah.
And by that, they've just got these rules that they want the men to play by. And then when the men, as Benson will always say, and I've been mentioning Benson today, but Benson will always say they'll have a goal of what the man should do, and as soon as the man reaches the goal changes. The goal changes, the goalpost changes, and then they've got a whole other set of goals and rules that the man has to apply by, and it's crazy.
It is definitely crazy. It is. It's a lot.
It's too much.
It's a lot.
And you know what? I feel like also another thing. I was speaking to a family member recently, and what he said actually like struck a nerve. It's like, like he's been around, you know, these certain women throughout his whole life, his family, and he still don't understand them. That's mad.
That is mad.
Big up that family member. Praise him daily.
Big up that family member.
Praise him daily. But literally, he said that he still doesn't understand his family members, the women that he's grown up around. He still doesn't fully understand them, and he's been around them for how many years? That's a bit crazy to me. So even finding a woman out there
and learning them, a stranger. Please help thy. I'm not gonna lie. I feel it for you, man. Them. I'm not gonna lie. You know, women are hard work. Women can be hard work. Yeah, they could.
This is not Bash Women Day, by the way, because we are women.
Welcome aboard, CC. Welcome aboard, CC. When are you coming on board? When are you coming on the panel? I'm calling for you, you know. Don't get it twisted. And coming for you.
Coming.
Now, what's your opinion, CC, on a realistic? What is your opinion about this? Old school women versus new school
women. Okay.
You know, and what type of woman are you? Are you old school or new school? I would like to know. All the women on here.
Yes.
All the women
Reveal
on here.
it. Don't try and be
'cause
silent.
We're asking the men, but we ain't really asked the women. What category do you fit in? Are you fitting in the old school category, or the new school category, or the old school category with a little bit of new school, or new school with a little bit of old school?
I'm old school with a little bit of new school in the sense that obviously I want to take care of the home, but I don't mind if my man says, "Oh babe, don't worry, you just sit down, put up your feet, I'll cook today," or you know, I'll do the stuff in the house today or whatever. I don't mind that. I'm not fully old school where I'm like, "Don't you touch that plate," kind of thing, and don't you wash them dishes, it's my job. I'm not like, no.
It's funny. This is like, new school women are not accepting these sassy men. Women have become men and men have become women. Eyes rolling up in the air.
No, sir.
Oh dear.
It's a bit of a deep dish. It's a bit of a deep dish.
Wow. She said, me are old school with a sprinkle of new school.
That's what I said, see. I'm old school with a sprinkle of new school. I don't
You know
mind.
they rally around with the slippers?
Yeah.
With the fluffy slippers with a little bit of the heel. Yeah, you're just going around the house. Flip flop around the house. Yeah.
Okay, welcome aboard, Ace.
Welcome aboard, Ace. Welcome aboard.
Ace says, honestly, I think society has empowered women to the point they feel they don't need a man and they can do everything a man can do.
Well,
This serious.
every time we touch on
serious.
something like this, yeah, it always boils down to what Ace has just said.
100%.
This is a real big issue.
And I feel like this is why we're not procreating at this point. And there's like, the mere fact, especially in my area, schools are being closed down because there's not enough children in the schools.
And more prisons. They
That
just
is
opened up
crazy.
3 new prisons and locking down youth clubs and schools. But they're opening prisons.
Youth clubs are no longer, not when I was young, there was
Can
a lot
you
of,
make it all make sense?
and I'm still young, so I'm just saying.
So, the men that's coming up are surrounded by men incarcerated.
Yeah, it's just it's a bit
sense.
It's a bit sad.
How's it all gonna work? Can somebody help me here?
Do you also feel like though the old school women, because remember, you know, women will have children, have daughters and whatnot. Do you think the old school women didn't kind of teach their daughters how to be in good relationships or how to be in a relationship?
No.
Let me land.
Sorry.
Maybe because they didn't have the best relationship themselves. They might have taught them how to be like a good woman, but being a good woman in a relationship is I feel like it's two different things.
Yeah, training them to cook clean and serve the man is one thing, but teaching them how to communicate with the man, and you know, it's very deep. And I feel like the old school way of thinking, I don't see none of them sitting down with their children and telling them anything about that, to be honest.
No, this is what I'm trying to say. So has the old school women played a part in why we've got these new school women? Do you get what I'm saying? It might have be nothing to do with the man them.
That's it.
It could be the old school
Foundation.
women and the foundation and where they've come from, not teaching their daughters and their daughters' how to be in relationships, how to kind of not just cook and clean, but be nurturing, and how to have respect for a man, especially if they haven't seen it.
Not back in the day, like you got some countries like in Africa, if you want to marry the daughter, you have to present them with a cow.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Make sure you pay your dues.
Yeah. So I feel like they've still got the old school mentality. You understand? If you can produce a cow, you can marry my child. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you had to
passed the test.
Yeah, you had to.
If you could produce a cow to me.
Cece says, well, to Ace, this is at Ace, a lot of women have been put in positions in which they have had to take on both roles, and not enough men playing the man role and creating spaces for women to be old school. Well, that's a good point. That is a good point. That is very true. There are a lot of women.
Because a lot of women, what are they supposed to do?
It's true. If you've been put in a predicament, like you know, you're a single parent and, you know, the father isn't there or whatever, you got to do both. There's nothing you can do about that. You have to do both. There's no choice.
The thing is, yes, you have to do both. But then when the man comes now, a new man, can you not forget, but you have to have a new mindset.
Yes.
For the new person.
Yes, I agree.
You can't go with the same mindset that you had with the previous.
100%.
It's just not going to happen.
Or try and bring that baggage.
This is what it is. Some people are so traumatized with the past relationship, moving forward with the present, even one thing that reminds you of the previous relationship that traumatized you is going to put you off.
Oh dear.
That one trigger.
That
one trigger.
One trigger is going to put you off.
Yep. And there's also a lot of men out there that are good men, but they have like certain flaws. And like Nubian was saying, there might be a little bit of a similarity. They're not exactly, they are completely different, but something reminds them of the past, and then automatically the woman is like, you know what, I need to cut this guy out of my life that she's ever had.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's
so
it.
I feel like it's like women are striving for perfection when perfection doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
That is crazy.
There's no one perfect out there. There's somebody that's good for you, but there's no perfection. I'm telling you that now.
Mig says a lot of people are jumping in new relationships with old trauma. Yes.
Definitely.
100%.
Most definitely.
The new man's getting cuss out for the old man. And it's like the women can't differentiate between the two. These are two completely different men.
Yep.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I agree with what Cece is saying, and I also agree with what Nubian's saying. Even when you get a new man into your life, you have to kind of learn to now, okay, you was playing those two roles. Yeah. But now that there's a man in your life, you have to let one role go, which is the man role. Can you be able, or are you able to transition?
That's it.
Are you able to transition and let go of that man role?
Yeah.
Because you've had to do it for so long.
That's it.
It's embedded in you now.
That's it.
Now you've got to learn to undo all of that and just be the woman.
That's the sticky part. Listen, that is the sticky part right there. Welcome aboard, Chad. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Chill and Spill. Chad is saying, in my opinion, I believe the old school woman tolerated a lot more, as the man had more of a role to play within family households. And he also said, but it also caused old school women to not have a lot of independence and feeling like they had no choice to stay as well.
Yes.
This is serious. This is sticky.
This serious. This
It's
serious.
so true. Because the man has so much power in the house.
Yes.
The women feel stuck and there's nowhere for them to go and they have to stay put.
Nope, and that's so true, because back in the day, Victorian times and back, the only way you could, get a property or live in a property is you had to be married to a man.
Caprime says that we're cutting out. Is it her end?
Can
everybody hear us?
Can everyone else hear us? It could be your end, Caprime. No one else has mentioned this.
Yeah, so, that is a very key thing that you said there, Chad.
Very, very key.
Very, very, very key, because...
No, big up, Chad.
Yeah. There's no cutting out on Faye's side, because if you never had like a trade or something, like a lot of the women back in the day, they were dressmakers. They made dresses and work in the factories and things like that. Even the cleaning jobs, stuff like that. These are the things that they would do back in the day. And if they didn't have that, then they'll be in the house. So they may have felt stuck, and didn't have a voice.
Oh,
Like
he
I
said
said-
that his one's cutting out also. It's crazy. So YouTube's one's cutting out, but everyone else can hear us. And we've checked with Soundman, and Soundman can hear us on his. Just do a quick refresh for me, Ace and Capreem.
Is this all on YouTube? Yeah, well, Capreem's on YouTube. What about Ace?
Ace is also on YouTube.
Okay. Well, okay, so we've got a couple cutting out.
Two people to be exact.
Two people.
Two people.
Couple means two.
Just refresh it, guys. Refresh.
Yeah, refresh. She
and-
said she has.
Oh.
So you can hear us there, Capreem.
Can you hear us now, Capreem?
Every now and again she can hear us.
Faye says hers
Apologies.
good.
Apologies for those that can't hear us.
I think
I'm not sure what the problem is.
One's good as well.
Yeah, so it's probably
Yeah.
you guys' end.
Sorry,
everyone-
Graham. Might be a Wi-Fi problem.
A Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi. No, I'm joking.
Oh, it's better now. Okay.
Okay, great.
Good.
No, Chad made a really, really good point there, and sometimes you don't even think of it like that. They were probably stuck in a lot of their situations. They probably
So
were
hang
married.
on a minute. So that just tells me that the roles have reversed then. Literally. The roles have reversed.
Yes.
If that's the case, the roles have reversed.
It has
The man
because
feels like they don't have a voice.
possibly. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a man,
You're not
so
a man,
I am not
but
going to.
to me, because the new school way of thinking, to me, what I have heard and seen, the women ain't taking no talk from the man. They're not having it. You can say what you like. Yeah, I'm always going to challenge whatever you say. If it don't fit well with me, if it doesn't fit well with me, I'm going to challenge you
Yeah.
each and every time.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
telling you now.
Yes.
It's always going to be an argument. And I don't know who in their right mind would want to sit in a relationship when it's based on argument and tension.
No, because listen, you can't put a price on peace of mind. You can't put a price on peace of mind. Literally.
I don't
Welcome aboard,
understand.
Brody.
Welcome
Brody
aboard,
is another
Brody.
new listener. Hi, Brody.
No cutting out on general side.
Okay, great. Brody says the women I date now are not family orientated. It's hard to find the nurturing woman, the ones that actually care about a man's well-being and mental state. Wow.
Wow. Powerful stuff.
Oh dear. It's serious.
That
It's
is powerful, Brody.
serious.
That's a bit of a lot, I can't lie. Like, obviously I'm not a man, but
The
if I was a
amount
man and
of
feeling like
people-
that, that's a bit of a lot.
Especially men that go through mental health issues, man. We've all got mental health, but it's just the levels. Because I'm not saying that nobody don't have mental health. Yes, everybody does have mental health, but it's just the levels of the mental health. You got the lower, the middle, and the higher. So, not asking how your partner's day was, or how it is, or how they're feeling and stuff like that. To me, that's just the norm. And sometimes you should be able to know your partner,
Yeah.
whether to even ask them certain things.
Yes. And sometimes it's not just about asking. Sometimes it's about doing things to make them feel a little bit more relaxed. Do you get what I'm saying? Saying, babe, you know what? I've just booked a little spa day for you, or a little getaway or something just to kind of make them relaxed. Do you get what I'm saying? It's important to talk about your man's mental health in a relationship, because I feel like it gets put to the back burner a lot, because we feel like men should just handle their things, and they shouldn't even question or argue about that, and they just need to keep on pushing through, and that's not the case.
And vice versa, because it's not all the time the women's mental health is 100 either.
No, it's not.
Sometimes it's not.
Sometimes you're trying to be superwoman, and your brain is fried, and all you want to do is sleep.
Oh dear.
She says a lot of new school women are healed, and them type of women ain't on it. I am her, she is me.
Don't give
Big
me
up yourself
joke.
each and every time.
Don't give me joke.
Once you know to yourself that you're healed, thumbs up. Seriously.
Oh, so
And
we've
well
got
done to you.
another new listener as well. Hi, Clara.
Oh, hi, Clara. Wow.
Hi,
Welcome
Clara.
aboard, Clara. Welcome to Chilling Spill.
Clara says, I think the women are fine. It's the men that have changed. They are not taking care of the home and being leaders. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, well.
Oh dear.
Well, each to their own opinion.
Yeah.
You know, end of the day, that's what you
And
you
that's
think.
what it's here for.
Yes, that's
It's
what
a
I mean.
safe space.
That's right. You can speak about what you feel like is right. And, you know, in your opinion, it's the men that's changed. Maybe it's because we have.
Nubian's on fire tonight. Maybe it's because we've changed.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to create a space where the men and women can come together and talk about our issues. Okay? Because clearly all of us need healing, innit? No one ain't happy right now. Like, I don't understand why, but we're not happy. No one's happy with the new school women, and it come like no one ain't even really happy with the old school women either, because the old school women ain't happy because they're envious of the new school women and they're not happy in their situation. It's just all going mad.
It's scary times. It really, really is, people, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with self-reflection. Nothing wrong with it. If you think to yourself that, you know what, I may be a little bit too much, there's nothing wrong with sitting down and reflecting, writing down the pros and cons on yourself instead of people. Think about what you might need to tweak. I'm not saying you must change yourself, you know, but there's nothing wrong with tweaking.
Well,
if you feel like you're just too much sometimes.
Mig says, are people building the proper foundation for a healthy relationship? Both parties should be able to be vulnerable around each other without judgment or fear of it being thrown in your face.
This serious. This serious.
That is very true.
What did Mig say that again?
I will read that again.
Yes.
Mig says, are people building the proper foundation for a healthy relationship? Both parties should be able to be vulnerable around each other without judgment or fear of it being thrown in your face.
Exactly. You know them ones there. Because I broke down, well said, Migs. You know, because you broke down one day, I'm going to throw it in the face and say, remember the time when, you know, you couldn't manage? Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember the time when you was broke?
Yeah.
And I had to pick you up outside the station, and that's just mad.
Oh, mate.
That's just crazy.
No,
I agree.
Remember
with
the time. No. She says maybe because men are not like our granddads and want grandma treatment.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh my God, see, don't give me joke.
I can't deal with the maybe.
I can't
Maybe.
I can't deal. Seriously, I can't
The
deal.
men ain't like our granddads. Wow. Welcome aboard, Love Doctor.
The Love Doctor.
Welcome aboard, Love Doctor. How are you? What is your opinion, Love Doctor? Old school women versus new school women.
Which do you prefer?
That's it.
Which do you prefer?
Okay.
Just going back to what Miz was saying though, I don't feel like any of us are able to be our true, authentic self when we're in relationships. I feel like everyone's an onion. And everyone is an onion, and everyone is getting surface level. They're getting the first peel. Do you get what I'm saying? And they might get the second, but the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and the core. Oh hell no! They're not getting that, and I feel like that's a bit sad, because if you can't be your true self, your absolute true self, in a relationship, is it worth being in? Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
well, Love Doctor says
doing?
He likes a little of both. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay.
You're the first man that says he wants a little bit of both.
Yes, all the men have so far have said old school, and you want a bit of both. Elaborate.
Yes, and why is that then?
Ace says he fully agrees with Migs.
Yeah.
110%. It's true. I don't feel like, and I feel like it goes off what I'm saying as well. Like, we can't truly be our authentic self.
And why is that?
Yeah. Why can't we be vulnerable?
Why is that? Why can't you just say just be yourself? This is what it is. Take me as I am.
Yeah. Why can't my man bawl and break down and say it's too much, babe?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying it in a funny way, but like literally, why can't you be vulnerable?
Men they've been brought up not to bawl and be strong and all of these things, and I feel that is wrong.
But do you know how attractive that is? Not like saying wrong. I want my man to bawl.
Why can't you be yourself? And if you feel like you want to bawl.
Yes.
I don't understand. Why is that such a big taboo?
I don't know.
It's annoying.
I don't know. I feel like it's just this whole idea of what a man should be and how he should be portrayed. I think that's another society thing, like a man should be this, a man should be strong. So if he's showing any kind of weakness or vulnerability, then he's not strong, which is completely untrue.
Not good. Not good at all.
So Chad also says women want men to lead but don't want to listen.
Women want men to lead.
Oh dear.
But when they choose to lead, we as women do not want to listen.
It's true though.
That is very true too.
It's very true. And
you want to challenge the man.
Yep. And I feel like that coincides with a lot of women wanting an emotionally intelligent man. Yeah? But you want an emotionally intelligent man, but just know that emotionally intelligent man will tell you when you're doing wrong. Okay, when you're not doing your part, don't
take accountability.
Take accountability. Like you want an emotionally intelligent man, but when when you're coming with your stupidness, and you're
wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah, and you're being erratic. He's gonna say,
down.
you know what, babe? Actually, I don't want a woman that's gonna be erratic and actually can't comprehend or like sit down and take a minute and gather her thoughts together and express herself in a diplomatic way to me, in a respectful way to me. What you gonna say then? Oh, I want an emotionally intelligent man. But then when the man says that, now you're like, oh dear.
Yeah.
Someone's put me in my place.
No,
then.
but the thing is, it's good though. At the end of the day, you feel some type of way at the time, but then at the end of the day, someone's got to tell you.
Yeah.
Cece says, we can't be ourselves because that ain't your person. Because your person will embrace every part of you.
Yes, that is very, very true.
That is true. If you can't be yourself with your person, it's not for you.
Yeah.
Or she ain't for you.
And do you know what? Yeah, I feel like I challenge you all, everyone on this platform, everyone that's been listening to this show, actually reflect and deep it and say to yourself, have you actually ever been truly authentic in any of your relationships that you've been in? And if you think about it and the answer is no, it's a bit deep. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
if you can't just sit there and just be yourself, if you want to bawl, you can't even do that. You got to suppress everything.
Yeah. Or if you're a bit bougie and you like bougie stuff, but you know the person, because the person doesn't truly understand you, they've taken it a whole completely different way. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you can't be your authentic self, so you tend to be what they want you to be. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, I like a woman like this. So then you strive to be that woman rather than being you and who you are. So ladies and gentlemen, if you can literally sit down and take a moment and say to yourself, have I been truly authentic in my true self to the core in any of your relationships? I feel like it's time to...
That's a little exercise for yourself.
Yeah, it's time to
when the show
rethink.
finishes,
Yep.
this is a little exercise for yourself.
Let me know how it goes.
We're going to do the last message from Jackford, Mr. Love Doctor. He says, with the new school, most ladies are independent, so they don't want to take or listen to things from their man. And the least thing they say, you're trying to rule them. A lot of them are impressionist.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh dear, you said you like a bit of both.
You didn't mention the other side.
Yeah, you said you like a bit of both.
It
So
sounds
is
like you
that
just
the
like
part-
old school,
Is
actually.
that so you like that part, do you? It's a lot.
DJ Jackie, what are you telling us?
Do you like that part?
You're
Because
making
it doesn't
me get
sound like you
lipstick on the
do.
mic.
Yeah, I don't think you like that part actually.
Exactly.
They won't be their self. They do things to impress their partners.
Yes, people do, in terms of staying authentic, in terms of being your true self.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, remember, that's like putting on a facade.
Yeah.
How long can you put on that facade? That's another thing, because cracks will show.
Yes.
Yeah. How long can you put on that facade for?
And I'm sure there's a lot of women out there that made it seem that they were that girl to you guys.
Oh yeah, in the
To the
beginning.
man them out there.
Oh yeah.
They made it seem that they were that girl and they were
Oh,
good,
yeah.
and then
And then they fall off like rose petals.
and then they fall off like rose petals, and now you know you're deep in. There's a child involved, or maybe there isn't a child involved, and it's treacherous. So yeah.
Jackie said, "I love the sexiness of the new school." Oh dear, you just don't know. You don't know what you want, do you, Mr. Love Doctor?
Well, Jackie, I'm old school. I'm an old school girl. I'm not
Oh
gonna lie,
my
I've got a touch
goodness.
of new school, but I'm old school. Yeah, straight.
Welcome aboard, Nads. Welcome aboard. A little bit late because we are about to end this wonderful show that we've had.
But if you do have
Jackie
something
says
to say quickly,
women are great pretenders.
and so are men.
So are men.
I'm sorry. I feel
The
like
men have the gift of the gab. A lot
What?
of them. They're all charmers. They know what to say.
Yes.
They know how to diffuse the situation. You know, they know how to switch things. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. They say the women, but the men, they know how to do things too. Come on
Yep,
now.
they do.
It works both
they
ways.
do, and especially
know.
depending on where they are from around the world. Some of them I feel like, you know what, babes, I love you, because they think that that's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you, babes.
Yep.
Baby, you know me love you.
Yeah.
And all them thing there. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not just the women that say I love you quickly; it's the men as well. You know, both can be fake. Where's
Some
the realness?
people fake it until they make it. That is the sad reality. Some people fake it, you know. Fake it. Listen to what I'm saying. Some people fake it until they make it.
Right, until they get what they want.
Sorry, that will bring a tear to my eye.
Oh no.
That one there.
Oh dear. This serious. This serious.
On that note, I would like to big up each and every one of you that have tuned in tonight
Yes.
and got involved in that hot topic right there.
Absolutely.
I
We
thought that
love
was
you
a
guys.
juicy one.
so
We love you
much.
guys, man, endlessly. How you mean? We're gonna have general playing after the show. Yeah. What's Jackie saying?
Let me go to my phone.
He
because that's a
stopped me.
bit...
He stopped me in my tracks.
He stopped you.
Only for Jackie.
Only for Jackie. Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, and Capri.
DJ Jackie says, no, when a girl cheat and the side guy call, they'll be like, what's up, girl? What time we going out later?
Oh,
Laugh
dear.
out loud. Capreem says, and sometimes you stiff that they're making it and off they go. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you can tell that they're faking it till they make it.
You can tell. That's
Once they're happy and settled, they're going about their business.
Exactly.
Sad, but very true.
But
You know
yes,
what I mean?
don't forget, guys, reflect on that.
Yeah.
Have you been your authentic self in a relationship? Your absolute true self,
Yes.
with flaws and all.
That's it.
If you cannot answer that question, then it's time to do some deep reflection and some deep healing.
Exactly. Remember, if you can't be good, be careful. Please like, follow, and subscribe to all our platforms. Our 2 Facebooks, 2 Bigos. Big up yourself, Bigo, each and every time. Big up Kick, YouTube, Mixcloud. Last but not least, our GMPC live radio station. Yeah, big up all the DJs. Yeah, and big up General. That's going to be live not too long after this show. Love you guys. As I said before, if you can't be good, be careful. Take care of yourselves.
Bye,
Love and
guys. Bye.
See you later. Oh dear.
Oh dear.